Thursday. Last night I couldn't sleep at all. I was tired by 8 p.m. I lay down and I couldn't sleep and I couldn't sleep and I couldn't sleep. It was all nice and quiet and dark and peaceful and I couldn't sleep. And I watched something on a little portable DVD player. And I watched Stephen Colbert, about half an hour of it. And then everything was being turned off. I was going to go to sleep. Couldn't sleep. Periodically I'd look at the clock. But I did at least lie still as I could. Because I used to tell the kids that when they were little. I said, well, if you can't go to sleep, at least lie still. Finally, about 5:30, I think, in the morning, I started falling asleep. And at 9:30 was one of those phone calls where they don't leave a message. And then Richard called me about 9:45. So I was already awake at that time. He, in a roundabout way, was asking if I could come over and help replace the ceiling fan in the kitchen. It has been there for, I have no idea how long, 25 years or something? I really don't know. And the kids and I, for 2.5 years, lived in a part of Mom's basement. She has a 4-bedroom house, but she's such a hoarder that every room was full of crap. That there was a space in the basement where we lived for 2.5 years. Until we moved here to this place. But anyway, the ceiling fan was grindy, making sounds, grinding, you know, and go. And every time Richard talked to me on the phone, I could hear it in the background, and it bothered me. So when are we going to replace that fan? And one of their caregivers, Ann, can't stand it either. Always pissing and moaning about it. So Richard went out and bought another fan about 10 days ago. So when are we going to do it? Let's find a day to do it. Well, today was the day. Went over and went in the basement to the circuit breaker box, figured out which switch went to that fan, because a cord had broken off in the fan and you couldn't turn it off. So I turned off the electricity, we got up there, dismantled the old one, and put the new one up, and one of Richard's best friend from high school's father came over. Since his wife passed away, he doesn't know what to do with himself, and he comes over and hangs out with Richard. He's a character. He's a country boy. He's a real character, and he's in his 80s, and I tell you, he's got more energy than 3 of me. Unbelievable. But anyway, Vernon came over, and he did help. So the 3 of us, the 3 Stooges, put up the new ceiling fan, and it works. So the following is that. Enjoy. My dad's military affiliate radio system, Mars. It's his certificate. The fuse box and all my dad's stuff in his workbench area. And crap piled up in front of it. Got some old radios and an old speaker. A lot of nifty stuff. Dad was an electronic engineer. He was always coming up with stuff, and that little white thing was a wash basin. He's turning it into a little radio-controlled boat. Yeah. Creativity abounds. 1970s, anyone? There's a dark room back in there. It's full of boxes of crap. We used to develop film in there. And this is just part of the basement. There's a desk under there and an IBM Selectric typewriter that I bought for $3. There's a freezer. A room back there with all our old toys in it from the 1960s. This half of the basement my brother David and my dad fixed up. Used to be kind of nice. Used to be able to hang out. Then from here over to the wall, probably about 15 foot by 12 foot. Brian, Scott, and I lived for 2.5 years down in this little area down here, and it wasn't messed up like this at the time.
My brother falls off the ladder.
Richard went out in the garage to get a proper size screwdriver. I said, "Are you ready? Do you have all the tools?"
Yeah.
No, he did not. That last screw is a real booger.
The middle one. Middle one.
No, it's this one here.
No.
Remove.
You're past that. That was a little bitty ball.
Oh, that is sweet. That's very nice. Yay!
You do good work.